Alright, just gonna go on a quick ride here. Try this other camera and mic combo because that GoPro sucks. I mean, I just started doing this. You would think that, I don't know, but yeah. I kept losing sound. I could go out and record something, come back, no sound. Or the video quality would look really crappy for some reason. Where am I going? Yeah, so this is like an Picasso. It's kind of a cheaper one, but I got pretty decent reviews. I ordered a rack for my car, you know, so I can haul this bike to different parts of Houston and can do some riding, but, well, you know, I should turn back there, actually. But it showed up, and the box was, like, all busted up, and all the hardware fell out of it, I think, on the way, so I gotta get a refund on that. Maybe it's end up buying a new one, I mean, a used one. And I can finally start meeting up with guys and doing some group rides, which will be fun. I just released a video on the headlight here. I replaced it with a new one, and I had my helmet on while I was recording, and it just picked up my breathing the whole time, so I had to spend about 2 hours just going through and turning the volume down on each breath. I gotta find a different placement on my helmet for that mic, or maybe even put it on my shirt, because I'm just filming indoors. It should be fine. But yeah, well, I'm a heavy breather too, so I'm fat. But not for long. Down like 30 pounds so far. I was like looking into gastric bypass and sleeve and shit, because I've tried to lose weight so many times. I even made like a consultation, but then I just told myself just to give it like one last shot, you know, before I do something extreme like that. So, you know, that's kind of what I'm doing now. It's actually going really good. I lost about 30 pounds, and like it's been about 5 weeks so far. And I just like trying to pretend like I'm on like a special medical diet, which I don't have any medical issues, but so it's just I have zero alcohol, 0 sugar, 0 starches, and 0 grains. Besides that, I can eat anything I want, and then I can only eat between the hours of 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. So it's kind of like a keto-ish, intermediate fasting type of, let's go this way, type of deal. And it's working. So I committed to a year. Not drinking is pretty hard because I love wine, so I can't wait till that year mark. So the weekend after this next Thanksgiving, it will be the year, so I can't wait. What's cool is, like, I'm already used to this bike as it is, and it's fun as hell, but it's almost like losing, you know, 20 pounds at a time. It's like a free performance upgrade, because it's just going to get faster and faster because it's carrying less weight, which is pretty awesome. Another thing that's really interesting about this whole weight loss thing, one, I feel like amazing. I don't know if it's just the diet and getting outside more and getting like more exercise and whatnot, but I noticed a massive improvement in my mood. I mean, it wasn't bad at all. I'm just like kind of a neutral guy. I always sort of run middle of the road baseline, so I rarely get off center. But yeah, lately I've been feeling way better. Almost to the point where I feel like it's like too much, like I'm getting manic or something, you know, and I kind of feel like am I getting mentally ill? And I think, no, I think you're just in a good mood. It's kind of odd. I think they have to establish like a new baseline or something. I'm even like getting more social and stuff, wanting to get out on these rides, doing these YouTube videos and all that. It's not like me. I've done YouTube videos in the past, but like video game stuff or whatever. No vlogs. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And I think one of the big things too is the impulse control. It's pretty amazing how much satisfaction you'll get from consistently controlling your impulses, because it's kind of counterintuitive, because, you know, my whole life I've been trying to get a sense of satisfaction for kind of reacting or fulfilling my impulses. And it seems like the opposite is true. You know, just like this delayed gratification has some sort of payoff, like a dopamine payoff or something like that. So it's really interesting. I mean, I don't really know what to talk about in these vlogs. I think, you know, this is fine. I'll just talk about my life and experiences and shit. I don't know. Curious events, but, you know, also the Surron, which I love because it's awesome. I got the battery bypass kit today from mino-moto Bros. I'm going to install that tomorrow. I'll probably make a video on that. And this is the new battery. It's a 38 amp hour battery, and I'm pretty sure that it's tuned to 6,000 kilowatts stock. I could be wrong about that. So let's say 38 amp hour. Yeah, it's 38 amp hours. So I'm gonna tune it to 8,000 watts after I do the bypass and see how that goes. I'm also going to be filming a review of these flow wheels, the 12-inch flow wheels I got. So that's coming soon. I wanted to spend a while, you know, riding them before I did a review. So got a review on that coming. This stupid thing around the ignition, this ignition plate or whatever it is, it broke on me, so I ordered a new one. Prickly Parts didn't really have one I liked, so I just ordered one off Amazon, like a aluminum one that's painted like red, like my tires and handlebars and whatnot, so it should look pretty slick. You know, I don't have a clue where I am. I hope this footage in audio comes out decent. It's kind of frustrating dealing with GoPro, man. I mean, you would think you spend a few $100 on something. It should be like legit, high quality, reliable. But so far, that's not my experience. And I just started this. I know a lot of people will say, you know, they're pretty horrible. So that's why I'm trying this one out. I took this one. I did a night video on the GoPro, and then I also did a night video with this one. And the GoPro's video quality is way better at night than this one. So I'm hoping day rides like this are good with this camera, so I can use this for like day rides. Alright, I came from this way. I can't wait till I get my chai battery yet. I'm not sure how long it's gonna take. I think it takes like 4 weeks or something like that from when you order it for it to ship, so I still got probably a while to go. Crap, I thought this is how I came in. I'm like totally lost. That's a dead end that way. Alright. It's actually kind of chilly today in Houston. I mean, it's like, it was like in the 60s, but now it's probably low 60s. I know that's not chilly to a lot of you. It's like negative below in a lot of places, but yeah, it was in the 80s, like earlier this week. It was nice. The weather is beautiful. I only lived here about a little over a year, and I was in Seattle for about 10 years before this. I moved here like last October. That's a whole nother story I can talk about during the vlog. It's why I moved here, what Seattle was like, and Seattle's downfall and all that kind of stuff. It's interesting. Okay. Okay, I think Sun Harbor leads out to the main road. Does it? Shit. Oh, here we go. I think this is the way I get out. Yeah, I want to take some longer trips, but I need that battery first, because I got range anxiety on this thing. I mean, I should, because I weigh a lot. I'm like 270, so I don't know. I think I probably got 25 miles out of it. I mean, that's plenty to go like the places where I want. I still got just some anxiety about it, so I'll just ride around here until I can get that battery. But I think on the group rides, they only ride about 10 miles or something like that when they go on those group rides, so I'll probably attend those just as soon as I can give myself a rack for towing. Where am I going? Yeah, so, you know, there's something interesting. I'm going to take some pictures of this bike, you know, at NASA. But you can get the tour of where they actually train the astronauts, where they've been training since the 70s. That's awesome. Because you can see, like, it's a huge mess. Like, where the engineers work on the tables and stuff, there's just crap scattered everywhere. But you can see, like, the current, like, you know, robots and stuff like that they're working on. They're just out in the open on the tables. And you can see all the simulators and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, it was pretty awesome. And then we got to see an actual, I don't know what kind of rocket it was, but one of the full rocket with all the different sections. I think it's massive. Dude, it feels like I'm going like 80. Going 40. Like, this is how it feels like on a regular motorcycle. Like, I had a Super Duke, the Super Duke GT. I mean, it's pretty same thing as this touring model of the Super Duke. I go back over here to the park. I like this park over here. Little wilderness area. You can see rabbits and whatnot. But yeah, to get this same feeling, I'd have to go like 140 miles an hour. This feeling of fun riding in shorts and flip-flops right now. I probably should have put some shoes on or something, but oh well. Hey, and since I'm new to this, guys, I want feedback, you know. If there's something I can do better, or, you know, maybe you've made some videos and you got some tips and tricks for editing or something like that, let me know, because I'm trying to learn, and I want things to be interesting. I know vlogs are kind of, you know, they're kind of weird because, I mean, it's just someone talking. That's the whole thing about a vlog, is listening to someone talk about whatever, their life. They can't always be about the subject matter like a Surron, because how long can you talk about it? So, alrighty. Thank you. I'm also going to do, before I lose too much weight, I'm going to do a video on called Can a Fat Guy Ride a Surron? I'm going to try to make it kind of comedic, but yeah, that's coming up too. Obviously fat people can ride Surrons, but to answer a few questions I think fat people like me have about Surrons. I think it was like pauses like that. Like, I don't know. I think that's okay. Oh yeah, another thing with this new camera too is like, when I did that night ride, the audio turned out pretty good, but like there was a delay. It took like 45 seconds from when I hit record from when the audio started recording. So like I started talking and yeah, it's just weird. I mean, how long have these action cameras been around? You would think they'd be dialed in by now. It kind of, man, imagine all the content creators out there that are super consistent, that are constantly losing footage and sound and stuff. It sucks. Man, that sun's nice. And if you guys are in the Houston area, Clear Lake, you got some Ebikes or whatever, doesn't have to be a Surron, whatever. You guys want to ride, hit me up, man. I'm looking for some people to ride with and stuff. And bomb around town. Get some good content. Oh man, that's another thing that pissed me off. The other day, I fucking came out here. I'll show you. It's on that video where I did the headlight thing, the before video. It was like dark here, and over there where that little dome thing is, there was a dude in there just fucking shredding on his guitar by himself, like no one else was around. It was just him. He was like all getting into it, and the audio was just crap, man. I have the external microphone and everything, and I had the adapter. It's just like you run into things like that, and they're great content. You got some good footage of it, and then it's just like it screws up on you. It's like, fuck. You know, how often are you going to come across that kind of thing? You know, it's like gold. and then this fucking unreliable GoPro just screws it up for you. Well, I feel like I've had a good flow on here. I hope I don't get home and realize that something screwed up on this video, because that would really piss me off. You guys show me some support in the comments about the weight loss too. Positive reinforcement helps a lot, even from strangers. So, I mean, I'm gonna do it. I already know I'm gonna do it, but every bit of encouragement helps. It'd be pretty cool. Like, I'm in my 40s. To go, and I've been overweight for 20-something years, pretty much since the day I got married. I had a six-pack when I got married, and I started getting fat instantly. My poor wife. She was already in love with me by then, so she's stuck. But anyways, I mean, I'll go into like my mid-40s and 50s feeling younger and healthier and better than I have, you know, in my late 20s and 30s. So it sounds pretty awesome. Yeah, it's kind of oddly therapeutic talking to the camera like this by myself. I hope these things never get like regulated and illegal here in Texas, because they're so fun. They're so cool, man. They're just like, and you can customize them to such a personal level. Everyone's Surron can look completely different just based on their own taste, style. You know, what they want out of it, if they want to rip on the track or do, you know, enduro riding or just do some street riding, you know, with some 12-inch supermoto rims like me. I feel like they're getting so popular, and there's just people who go out and they, I mean, I don't know, to each their own. I don't want to ride too aggressively around people or anything, because I don't really want to give the community a bad name and give legislatures, goddamn, a reason. Anyways, guys, if you made it to the end here, thanks for watching.